Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Shades of Tone, where we reflect, grow, and push beyond our comfort zones. Today, we're diving deep into the messy, uncomfortable, but incredibly powerful realm of adversity. Yep, we're talking about those challenges life throws at us that feel impossible at the time, but end up teaching us lessons we never saw coming. This episode is all about empowerment through adversity and the stories of those who faced life's hardest moments and came out stronger. Because let's be real, it's in the storms that we learn how strong we really are. So today's quote is by Booker T. Washington, and he stated, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome." So let's jump into it. Let's start by talking about what adversity really means. I think we can all agree that life doesn't always go as planned. Whether it's losing a job, going through a breakup, dealing with health issues, or facing an unexpected challenge, adversity doesn't play favorites. It comes for us all. But here's the kicker. Adversity is also the ultimate teacher. Adversity 101 pop quiz. Are you ready to grow? Adversity can be one of life's greatest opportunities for growth, even though it doesn't feel that way in the moment. I worked in the healthcare field for a decade and got a position that somewhat acknowledged a degree and experience within the company I was committed to. I found the project ending and no luck getting another position within the company. Although I had plenty of thoughts and feelings towards not securing my next position, I knew that severance pay would allow me to work on my business and find more work in the meantime. Adversity threw me into a career aligned perfectly with my mission as an entrepreneur, and I wouldn't have been able to have done that or had that opportunity if I had found a position at the old company. Adversity is not just something to survive, but something that can empower us, shape us, and make us more resilient. So let's talk about some stories of overcoming. Now, I know it's easy to say adversity is a teacher, but how about hearing from some real-life warriors who've walked through the fire and came out stronger? I've got a couple of powerful stories to share with you today. These stories will show you that no matter how tough things get, there's always a path forward. And often, it's not the path we expected. So, one of my close friends was a teenage mom, and she had to put her basketball career on hold because she wanted to concentrate on her son and being the best that she can be. She went to school, she became a nurse, and fast forward, now her son is of age. He's in school as well for tech, I believe. And they're living the life that they want. They go traveling, they do everything that it is that they want to do. Now, although she might have had him young, it gave her all of the tools that she needed to be the exact person she was destined to be. Now she's married and has another little child, a perfect family, her way. This next one is about Sarah's journey with chronic illness. Sarah was diagnosed with a chronic illness in her 20s, and it derailed her life plans. But she found strength in advocating for herself and others with similar struggles. Sarah reframed her experience and used her adversity to create a platform for raising awareness about invisible illnesses. Sometimes people walk around and we just assume that because they look okay, that they are. But that's not always the case. There are all kinds of diseases that can basically enable you from within, right? So we have diseases like lupus, MS, and things like that that you couldn't necessarily tell a person had unless they told you. But does that make them less important of a chronic illness? It's something that they have to live with for the rest of their life, right? So let's move on to James and career building. James was a successful professional and lost his job unexpectedly in his 40s. This loss led him into a dark period of self-doubt and financial instability. But through his hardship, James found a new passion in entrepreneurship, creating a business that not only brought him personal success, but also allowed him to help others facing job loss and career transitions. It is important to shift our perspective and embrace the unknown, especially when plans go sideways. Let's now chat about the power of resilience. Resilience is one of those words that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? Resilience isn't about being tough or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about getting back up after you've been knocked down. Sometimes slowly, sometimes imperfectly, but always with intention. And the best part? Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Think of resilience as your personal Lego set. It takes time to build, but once you got that baby together and the pieces in place, you're unstoppable. It's a science behind resilience. It's a skill that can be developed over time. Practices like mindfulness, gratitude, and self-care play into the role of building resilience. Resilience is like that friend who tells you, "You've got this," while you're crying into your third slice of pizza. They're there reminding you that this is just a chapter, not the whole book. Now, here are some practical tips on building resilience. Reframing challenges. How can we shift our mindset from why me to what can I learn from this? Remember, the way that you talk to yourself sets the mood for how you feel in the future. Take small steps. Break big challenges into smaller, manageable pieces, right? So even if you, let's say, break those into smaller pieces and you skip a day, or you did not meet the deadline for something that you said that you would do, take accountability, but start where you left off at. Just know that every step you take now will equal a mile someday. Lean on your community. You don't have to go at it alone. Reach out to friends, family, or even professionals when you need support. As long as you know that they're genuine, there's no reason that you can't confide in them. Self-compassion is huge. Being kind to yourself during tough times is essential for resilience. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. So now, let's chat about creativity as a tool for overcoming adversity. Surprise, surprise. Creativity is back in the chat. Did you know that expressing yourself creatively can actually help you process adversity in healthier ways? Whether it's journaling, painting, or even dancing out your frustrations, creativity can be a powerful tool for healing and overcoming challenges. I'm telling you, art therapy is real. Creative outlets can help people process complex emotions, deal with grief, and express feelings that might be too difficult to verbalize. I encourage you to try creative practices as a way to channel your emotions during tough times. Creativity doesn't need to be good, it just needs to be real. Billie Holiday was a musician who turned pain into beautiful music. Stephen Crane, born in my hometown of Newark, New Jersey, was a writer who found catharsis in storytelling. Let's turn pain into purpose. As we wrap up, let's talk about one of the most empowering things about adversity: the ability to turn pain into purpose. So many people who face incredible challenges go on to use their experiences to help others. Whether it's starting a support group, mentoring someone who's going through a similar struggle, or simply sharing your story, there's immense power in using your adversity to make a difference. Motives, please reflect on your own challenges and think about how you can turn those experiences into something meaningful. Sharing your story, even in small ways, can create ripple effects of empowerment for others who are still in the thick of their challenges. So, here's the thing, motives. Life is hard. It throws curveballs we didn't see coming and tests us in ways we never imagined. But here's the beauty in that struggle. You are so much stronger than you know. Every time you face adversity, you're adding to your toolkit. You're learning, growing, and most importantly, becoming more you. Adversity doesn't define you. How you rise through it does. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope these stories and insights remind you that no matter what challenges you face, there's power in your pain and purpose in your perseverance. Until next time, keep rising, keep thriving, and remember, you're capable of more than you know. As always, always love. To respond to a question, make a suggestion for an episode, to be a guest, or give feedback, reach out to us at info@tonemotivates.com. You can also find us on social media at Tone Motivates on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and at Shades of Tone _podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, you can find us at tonemotivates.com, where all of those links are as well.